is 7 National News. Here are the headlines. The 10th Sharjah Biennale commences in the Emirates. RTA to focus on children during traffic safety campaign. And Japan Emperor makes unprecedented address to his nation. And in our top story, the 10th Sharjah Biennale was attended by His Highness Sheikh Dr. Sultan bin Mohammed Al Qasimi, member of the UAE Supreme Council and ruler of Sharjah. According to project organisers, this is by far the most ambitious they have taken on to date, with more artists participating and creating new work, commissioned films, performances and forums, to name a few. Our correspondent Khadija Salih was there earlier today.
His Highness Sheikh Dr. Sultan bin Mohammed Al Qasimi, member of the UAE Supreme Council and ruler of Sharjah, graced the opening ceremony of the Sharjah Biennial, together with His Highness Sheikh Sultan bin Mohammed bin Sultan Al Qasimi, Crown Prince and Deputy Ruler of Sharjah. They led the entourage of dignitaries on a tour around the Sharjah Art Foundation, where a wide range of contemporary art forms are on display. Art enthusiasts, curators, collectors, and visitors were all in attendance for the event's opening day. Organizers said this year's event has taken on a new theme.
The change is that it has invited more artists than any other year, have produced more works than any other year, and have also incorporated a program of music performances, dance, films, commissioned films, and books.
According to the Sharjah Art Foundation, this year is also a completely curated show driven by artists and their works.
The change is basically kind of, I would say, a normal reaction to the change and the shifting that takes place in our life, and with the coming of new artists to the art scene, with the new ideas that are always proposed and driven, and of course with all the other social, political, economic shifts that we see or affect our lives, that the biennial need to reflect. And that's how you gauge the biennial in the level of its closeness to the street.
Since its launch in 1993, the event has enriched the cultural landscape of the region by commissioning, producing, and presenting new art experiences. Thus, artists from the region and across the globe are keen at taking part in the event.
We came from Qatar. I am head of Visual Art Center, and I choose 9 artists from Qatar, female and male, and we are following the Ministry of Art and Heritage for Qatar, and we came here just for see Biennale and what's happened and what's going on and what is the latest in the art and in video art.
The wide selection of art disciplines available during the next 8 weeks are visually arresting. Each one aims to engage, challenge, and inspire. Visitors say the UAE as well as the GCC region's art scene is developing fast and will only continue to flourish given more support. The 10th Sharjah Biennial is in no doubt one of the most prestigious international events. It will run for 2 months until the 16th of May, showcasing varied art forms that are reflective of the present times, its challenges as well as its achievements seen through the artist's eyes. Khadija Salih, 7 National News.
The World Intellectual Property Organization has revealed that the UAE is ahead of many other Arab states concerning intellectual, scientific and technological innovations. According to Abdulaziz Al-Najjar, chairman of the Arab Science and Technology Foundation, patents represent indicators to excellence in innovation and the employment of patents in industries and investments to further promote development. Saudi Arabia ranked first in this year's WIPO's report with 78 patents, up from 70 in 2009, followed by Egypt with 46 and the UAE holding 29 patents. An RTA official has revealed that approximately 6 children were killed and 144 between the ages of 1 and 15 were injured in traffic accidents in Dubai last year. According to local reports, the RTA will now focus its traffic safety campaign as part of Gulf Traffic Week 2011 on educating students in schools and universities across the Emirate. The initiative is in line to reduce the current staggering numbers of accidents involving children. Mather Obaid bin Uday, Chief Executive Officer of the RTA, has said that the RTA is making continuous efforts to educate children and students about traffic and road safety issues. Dubai custom inspectors at Dubai International Airport have obstructed an attempt of smuggling 3 kilograms of narcotic cocaine belonging to a passenger from African nationality, arriving from Addis Ababa. Dr. Ali Al-Mogawi, Senior Manager of Airport Operations Department at Dubai Customs, said the type of the cocaine valued at 6 million dirhams, which was found hidden cleverly in the African's passenger's bag, is the most expensive of all the narcotic seizures caught this year in Dubai International Airport. Mr. Ali Al-Mogawi added the involved man, along with the seizure report and the confiscated narcotics, were referred to the Department of Drug Control Office at Dubai International Airport for legal procedures. In its first survey since 2005, the Ministry of Health has found that teenagers are showing an increased awareness of health issues. According to local reports, the sample of about 2,500 students between the ages of 12 and 16 from 52 schools in the UAE showed 85% had heard of the HIV infection. Dr. Mahmoud Fikri, the Ministry of Health's Executive Director of Health Policies, was alarmed, however, that 80% of students said they had tried cigarettes for the first time at 14 or smoked on 2 consecutive days or more in a month. Additionally, the survey showed that 16% of pupils in the UAE were obese. India has announced the modified minimum wage for 36 categories of skilled and unskilled Indian workers who wish to work in the UAE. According to the revised wages, salaries will go up by 50% and will be implemented from April the 1st of this year. Minimum wages for housemaids fixed in 2008 at 1,100 dirhams remained unchanged. The previous minimum wage level fixed several years ago ranged from 600 dirhams to 1,000 dirhams, but the revised level will be from 950 dirhams to 1,400 dirhams for different categories of workers. This will be applied to skilled and unskilled workers who hold the emigration check-required passports only. The Indian Embassy has said that employers and workers are invited to offer their comments on the new salaries. Dubai is currently working on 220 residential projects within the Emirates this year, according to the Emirates Real Estate Regulatory Authority. CEO of RERA, Marwan bin Galiata, says any project that is not good for investors will not go on, and that the government body is currently evaluating all projects. 123 billion dirhams worth of property transactions were finalised in 2010. Special needs athletes in the UAE will be allowed free medical tests through the Emirates Sports Medicine Academy. Officials say the academy will conduct regular heart, lung and physiological tests across the country as sudden heart attacks plague many special needs athletes. Deputy Chairman Mohammed Al-Amili of the Zayed organisation said polio patients and those with Down syndrome who often have holes in their hearts are most at risk, and regular free tests will determine how much exercise each athlete should pursue. Japanese Emperor Akihito made an unprecedented televised address to his disaster-stricken nation today, saying he was deeply worried by the crisis at damaged nuclear reactors and urged people to help each other in difficult times. Looking somber and stoic, the 77-year-old Akihito said the problems at Japan's nuclear power reactors, where authorities were battling to prevent a nuclear catastrophe, were unpredictable and that he was deeply worried. He added that the situation of the nuclear plant is one in which we must be vigilant about, and he hopes that through the efforts of the people involved, a worsening of the situation can be avoided. Major TV stations interrupted normal programming for what was the Emperor's first public appearance since last week's devastating earthquake and tsunami that killed thousands of people. In Fukushima, northeast of Tokyo, workers were ordered to withdraw briefly from a stricken Japanese nuclear power plant after radiation levels surged, a development that suggests the crisis was spiraling out of control. Just hours earlier, another fire broke out at the earthquake-crippled facility, which has sent low levels of radiation wafting into Tokyo in the past 24 hours, triggering fear in the capital and international alarm. Winds over the plant were forecast to blow from the northwest, which would take radiation towards the Pacific Ocean. Meanwhile, snow covered parts of Japan today, hampering rescue efforts and adding to the misery of survivors struggling to maintain basic needs. Search teams in Mina Misanriku, where Japanese media on Tuesday reported about 1,000 bodies had been found so far, continued their increasingly desperate race against time to find survivors in the wreckage of homes and businesses. The town in Miyagi Prefecture has a population of 17,000, nearly half of whom are still unaccounted for. More than 1,250 people have been confirmed dead in cities throughout the prefecture, but local authorities fear more than 10,000 people may have perished. And up next, Linda Berenger has the day's business news.